running, 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 running. Shot, shot, clock, clock, running, 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 running. Shot, shot, clock, clock, running, 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 running. Welcome to Shot Clock. If you come in my lane, you getting your shot blocked. Coach Bub on the mic, VA is a hot spot. This is the podcast, tune into the broadcast. It might be a special guest, never know who gon' slide past. Got some topics to discuss while making the time pass. Let's talk about rap, let's talk about fashion, let's talk about sports, or what's the latest gadgets, and I ain't trying to brag. This right here the best show. Cross over, then lay 'em up with the left though. Let's go, you got the rock. Time ticking, who willing to take the shot? Shot, shot, clock, clock, running, 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 running. Shot, shot, clock, clock, running, 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 running. Shot, shot, clock, clock, running, 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 running.
Oh, smoking a point too.
Yo, 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 this your boy Coach Bub. We're on another episode of Shot Clock Podcast. And I got a very special guest tonight. I got the GOAT himself. I got the all-state quarterback, all-Tidewater player of the year, Terry Mitchell. Appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. My pleasure, dog.
So,
you already know you've been there from day one.
My guy, appreciate it. So, let's get started, man. So, let's start from when people probably really didn't know too much about yourself, or maybe middle school and rec. So, you play your 9th grade year at Bayside, you play JV, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the conversation? What happens to say, all right, Terry Mitchell's gonna leave Bayside, and then we're going to Lansdowne?
All right. So Coach Jackson was getting ready to leave. We just played Deep Creek. We just played Deep Creek in the regional championship and lose. So Coach Jack getting ready to leave. So a lot of the guys talking around the locker room. Some getting ready to go with him, talking about going with him. Some talking about staying. So I just dug into it. So I met with Coach Moore,
My
and
guy.
my talk with Coach Moore made my decision.
So what was that conversation like with you and Coach Moore?
My whole thing was, I was just determined to play. I just wanted to play. I love football. That was my passion. So I just wanted to get on the field by any means necessary. So at the time, I was like 5'8". My 9th grade year, I was like 5'8", 180. So they like, he ain't really big. I ain't really hit my growth spurt yet. So, he just wasn't really trying to give me the opportunity. They had Callahan at the time. So he was a little bit more bigger. So, like, they were just trying to go with him. So that was just made my decision to go to Lansdowne.
Okay. So we get to Lansdowne, right?
Yeah.
What is that like? I mean, it's a new school. You coming from Bayside with Coach Jackson, obviously, who have been 10-0 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's bringing you over with him. So in the back of your mind, you got to know I'm his guy. But is it a maturity process? Is it a guy in front of you that's a little bit better than you at that time?
At the same time, Coach Jackson was just trying to grow me. It wasn't more so football with him. It was more so
mental.
He was looking out for me.
Okay.
I had been through a lot. So Coach Jack just really looked out for me. So I was with Ray, a couple guys that I was with from Bayside. He made it happen.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So freshman year, sophomore year. I'm sorry. Yeah. Your first year at Lansdowne is 4-6. Kind of a wash, a growing year. It's a lot of transfers from everywhere. Guys are young. You're starting 9th graders everywhere, 10th graders everywhere. So don't even really know how to play football yet. As at the high school level. So the next year, okay, obviously you become the full-time starter.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the expectation now? All right, we got a year under our belt. What's the expectation?
Just get better. expectation was it was only up. You know, we had been through so much. Everybody in the locker room, everybody around us knew it. We walked like it, we talked like it. So I think once we found that swagger and learned how to move, that's what made us turn us to cement.
So you talked about that swagger, right? So is that swagger being built right now with Coach Jackson and it's kind of brewing, or does that swagger really come when Coach Jackson decides to leave and go to Norfolk State, and then you get a young hotshot Chris Beatty comes in? So when does this swagger switch kind of turn off?
It always been there, and because they put it in us from day one. Suicides from 100-yard suicides. Some people killed, some people died, man.
That's what I say. If everybody can do it.
I remember ninth grade playing for Jack, and we was running extra. We was tired. Everybody tired. So this one dude lacking in the back. So I just take off down the middle of the field. Whole 100 yards. 120. Hit him. Man, broke his whole collarbone. Didn't even mean to though, but it was just like I had made a statement. Ninth grader.
Yeah.
So like, man, I think that's what like set me off from, you know what I mean?
Okay.
From the rest of it.
So that's your junior year. Okay.
Yeah.
Jackson obviously leaves now. All right.
Yeah.
So
hey,
what's
this
that?
This is a real passionate conversation right here.
Oh, definitely. Right.
I appreciate all of them for, I lived a hell of a childhood. It all started from that,
Yeah. So you meet Chris Beatty, right?
Yeah.
When you meet him for the first time, like, what's going through your mind?
Beatty was tough, man. He was different. He came from a whole different atmosphere that I came from. So it's like, it was just, learning him as a person. That was the most, he was trying to learn me, I was trying to learn him.
Okay.
Because it wasn't too many 16-year-old kids that would just take a game over, do his own thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get paid. They did. That's the difference.
True.
Yeah.
So when y'all finally learned each other, right?
Yeah.
And when do you know, like, all right, this shit, we might got something here, like, because like we said, at first it was the reluctancy to, accept them, and it was kind of like, all right, let's learn them, and then all right, we learned them, we got past that stage.
Yeah.
When does that shit click? Like, yo, we could be special, like, because for me, it wasn't like. For me, it was later on down the road. It was just like, all right, this shit.
All right, for me,
go ahead.
It was 7-on-7. Jerm had just came on. And
Jeremy Gilchrist, episode 3 of the franchise.
We played at Ocean Lakes.
Go check that out.
We played at Ocean Lakes, and I threw him we ran a smash route. And,
for those of you who don't know, the smash route is a stop and a corner route, okay?
Mm-hmm. So we ran a smash route, and man, Jern came out of his route, and he fall on his back, but the ball already gone. Man, tell me why Jern caught it with one hand, landed on his back, man.
Fucking goat.
The goat, man. That was it for me right there.
So
Jern was laying on the ground, caught the ball on his back. We won. We beat everybody, whoever.
That was the Norfolk State joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won that joint.
No. That was at Ocean Lake.
Okay. Oh, the next year was Norfolk State. Okay.
Yeah. That was the beginning. That was the beginning of
got you.
Our whole everything.
All right. So now y'all go on this run, right, Mitch?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, you go on this run.
Yeah.
And one game go by, you know what I'm saying, blowout.
Yeah.
Blowout. 400 yards, 3 something, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? It's just running it up. What's going through your mind, man? And like as a quarterback, like, do you feel like Peyton Manning when it's just like, yo, anything you do is wrong. Like whatever you line up in, I'm gonna check out of it, and you gonna pay for this. Like what's going through your mind as this is going on? Because it's clicking, like you said, on all cylinders.
But at the same time, Beatty used to. It stemmed from practice, and he used to emphasize, man, you practice how you play. So
I
like,
picked you off a few times in practice.
like on Thursdays, like we didn't even play full pass. Like everybody used to like practice full pass every day.
Hat day.
Like we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. We kept our bodies like, and we used to have hat day. He made it fun. And I think that's what made football, man. Like that right there, man. And he put that together for us. He had us. It was to the point. It was our team. He gave us the keys. We just didn't get paid, but he gave us the keys.
All right,
and like we ran our own plays. We ran 2-minute drill every day.
All right, so
as
he gave us the keys, he gave us the keys to the car, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, you the driver, right? And you steering this shit, right? Do you know you going 14-0, or is it just kind of just one of those things you just taking it week by week and it just whatever happens?
I think that's how we was just living. We was just taking it week by week. We didn't know what was coming, because at the end of the day, we went 4-6. We ain't know nothing. This is third year the school open. We was only looking. We knew how good. We knew we were good. We just didn't know how good. Okay. It got to the point, man, when we was playing in the state championship game, and I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but when we was playing in the state championship game, we was the only team practicing. It was only 2 teams practicing that week for football. We couldn't even come to grass with that. Like, damn, we still out here playing football.
We had the 13-1 to go.
We didn't even have a kicker.
You was a kicker.
We put it together.
Yeah, we learned it on the fly.
We were dogs, bro. Like, it's kids. Kids don't understand that. Like, you will never see that. Like, man, we had people from all states, all backgrounds. Like, how we molded this whole Lansdowne thing together is crazy, man. Like, people got crazy stories. Beyond myself, and ridiculous stories, and man, I'm just glad to live that experience. You don't realize that stuff till you get old, but man, nobody did that nowhere in the country. What we did.
Special. What also was special, right? During that year, TJ, 3,779 yards passing, and 46 fucking touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like that's Patrick Mahomes-esque, bro. Like that's the only way I can can really truly explain that. So
that shit was crazy, bro. I used to write down everything I wanted to do, every record I want to break, all that in my room.
Yeah.
I did that shit.
You did it, man. That's the most all time, bro. Fucking goat, man. That's the most all time, Mitch. Top 10 all time career, most in the single season, 36 completions in a game. Have you ever really sat back and like thought about that, or I'll be back from the break? So, all right. So 6,168 yards and 65 touchdowns for a career, correct?
Yeah.
That's what you did in your career
Yeah.
in high school. So let's start somewhere. Let's go back somewhere. I tell you that you put up those type of numbers, right? You would think that you would have been celebrated, decorated, correct?
Yeah.
And it's sad that the lasting impression. It's sad that the lasting impression is you on the front page of the Pilot with a snotty nose and tears running down your face.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
go back there to for a 17-year-old kid. Let's go back there.
As a 17-year, well, for me, it killed my spirit at the time because I was already had lost. So
Yeah.
you know it was, and they edited the picture. You know, had put like
Like a snot booger.
like no, basically glowed the tear coming down my eye.
Got
you know, and but you know that was cool because at the end of the day, I was the first one to have a snot booger come down my face in '67. So, and pretty sure I don't even think he was black. Busto Brown.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He's a
So
judge.
yeah, and that was Kentsville, not Union Kentsville.
Yeah. And that was not the playoff era.
Yeah, cause I remember multiple times my aunts and uncles telling me how they used to walk from SeaTac to Wichita Road to go to school every day on the train track. So, like, you know, but that's no here nor there. But hey, man, I'm just grateful for the opportunity, you know. And but looking back on it as a kid, it killed my spirit because I didn't even go to school for the next week, you know. But I was only there. I was there to play football. Though.
Okay.
That's why I was at Lansing.
So after that, you are named All Tidewater Player of the Year.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like? 'Cause that's like a monument. That's a major monument. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know, everybody ain't just getting that. Like, you the best player in the, you know, in Southampton Roads.
Yeah. I was still more so hurt that we lost state. That still stick with me to
You would
this day.
know.
So like, far as uh, far as player of the year, I was more so excited that we got a name for ourselves out of the beach because I didn't care who we played. We was better than whoever,
Anybody that's you know.
like whoever. So like, my whole thing was putting on for my city. That's all I cared about.
Okay. So now we have some issues. All right, let's talk about what happens because you signed to West Virginia, correct?
Yeah.
You're going to West Virginia to play quarterback. Okay. However, you end up having to go to Hargrave Military Academy.
Yeah.
So how does this come about, and what's going through your mind, and what is that adjustment like?
Because the stipulation on me going to Lansdowne from Bayside was that I take all honors and AP classes.
Okay.
So that was the stipulation.
Okay. So in your defense, no.
So ninth
They
grade,
set you up in
grade,
all honors classes when
ninth grade, I go from taking English in summer school to taking honors English 10 at Lansdowne.
Okay. So the only way you can come play at Lansdowne is if we put you in classes that we know you shouldn't be in. In the long run, it's gonna probably hurt you, but right now you got a 2.0. We can play football. That's basically let's say what it is. Call spade spade.
Let's take the city by storm.
Got you.
Let's take the city by storm attitude from the administration, and it was a good attitude. I got a chance to get on the field, but when it was time to go to school, that's when
the clearinghouse is a little different.
Ton of bricks hit. Yeah. I threw 1,000 yards the first 2 games, so I had every school in the country knocking at the door. Now they digging in. They like, whoa, hold on, what y'all got going on right here? Whoa, like dang, why y'all ain't tell me from the jump? I gotta pay $30,000 for them to go to prep school too.
So they backed off.
A lot of schools backed off. Some schools stayed in.
Okay. But, all right, so let's go to Hargrave, right?
Yeah.
What is that like? Military academy, like we talking about Terry Mitchell here now.
Hargrave, all boys. Go from doing what I want to do to all boys. No nothing. No cell phone. Yeah. No nothing. You can't have nothing there. All the boys. Hargrave is from the age 12 to 21. Might have post grad that's 21. Guy that been through a little struggle, failed in high school. School's still looking at him. Get a chance, go there, better his life, and hopefully get a scholarship to go to college. Guys get a second chance, third chance sometimes. And all type of people there. So it's like it was a big change.
Who were some of the guys that were there? I don't know.
Major Payne. Major Payne. I don't know if everybody remembers.
Yeah, we remember that movie.
But it's actually a guy named Major Payne, and Major Payne was a big help to a lot of people's lives. Major Payne ran a golf company at Hargrave, and he made sure we were straight. Okay. And as far as guys there, we had out of the top 25 guys in the country, we had by far 21, 22 people. I was the number one prep quarterback in the country. We had Jared Gaither, Brandon Albert. We had our small zone lineman was 6'5". We had running backs. We had 3 running backs that ran for 3,000 yards in high school. Nobody heard of that. They ran for that in the season. Mm-hmm. Average that. 1 year 3,000, 1 year 33, 1 year 36. Like we never seen that around here. And running a 4.2, 4.3, 40, and playing in the league. Like we never seen that around here. And for me to go there and compete with them guys and play against that elite defense and seeing them defense ends that running 4.4 and getting sharp on my game, getting sharp on my spin, getting sharp on my everything like that, really open your eyes up. And for them to embrace me as their quarterback, I took that to the heart.
Okay. All right, so we leave Hargrave and now we go to West Virginia.
Yeah. So
when you get to West Virginia,
yeah,
there's a guy there by the name of Pat White.
Yeah.
And they run the read option, and you're more of a pro style pocket gunslinger quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So what is that process like?
So the read option actually came from a broken play. So we started the read option in West Virginia, and the read option came about where we was doing backed up from the 5, and our quarterback at the time was Adam Bennett. Me and Pat was battling for 2s at the time doing spring ball. So I get there, I leave Hargrave, I graduate from Hargrave in May, and I end up having to do my senior year over there, and so I stayed there a whole year. And so when I get to West Virginia, we only had one quarterback during spring, Adam Benary. So Pat at the time got there the year before because he qualified, and Pat had got there the year before. So that spring, Pat was playing wide out, but Pat ended up playing quarterback that spring because he played in high school. So when I get there, we all in the mix, but Pat had played spring, so he had the upper hand on me. But they trying to feed me the playbook. So we backed up, man, and Adam Adam had pulled it. We called him practice team All Americans. You know the guys know all the plays. You know what I mean. So our coach called a play. We running from the five, so we running a sweep. So Adam see it. The dude came. He almost hit Adam at the same time too. Adam pulled it, man. Took off for 95. Ever since then, it was like read it again. That's when we put it in, and it was crazy. We had.
I remember that shit.
I remember. It's crazy. Oklahoma State head coach at the time, he ended up coming out there and looking, and they actually watched our practice. It was crazy how I ended up learning college football. Oklahoma State came out there and watched our practice, and it's crazy how they head coach ended up getting the head coaching job at West Virginia. But that was just crazy how they whole coaching staff came out there and emphasized that offense. You know, that was big as a kid. Like learning a whole other coaching staff around your coaching staff at the same time, trying to achieve your goal for your team, you know. And I learned the business of football.
How was it culturally at West Virginia? Like, what is it like? You know, it's rural. You from the city. What was that like? Adjustment like?
Basically, West Virginia was all love. You know, it was a 45,000 kids, you know, from the age of 18 to 25. It was a big party. You know?
Big party.
Yeah, and like it was.
What was some of them parties like? Like, paint a picture for me. I ain't never been to West Virginia.
Well,
Party.
we had this bus that used to leave from the towers and go downtown, and it was called the drunk bus. And man, the drunk bus would be loaded. People get it. It's like a school bus, man. A whole bunch of school buses loaded up with people going downtown, man, just turning up. Uh, you know, that's where they started the Girls Gone Wild at.
Okay.
So yeah, it was pretty crazy.
No said.
Got you. And you played quarterback, so I know how that shit went.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. A lot of crazy nights. Coach Rod used to really emphasize to us that we're not allowed to go downtown on Thursday nights. Thursday night used to be penny
Go
pitches.
downtown. What you mean?
Penny pitches on Thursday.
Oh, you mean like downtown for real? Oh, I thought dollars.
No,
my mind
downtown.
went somewhere else.
At the time, no,
Go
at the
ahead,
time.
My mind was somewhere else. Nasty Bob.
No, I'm talking about.
You came on
I'm talking about
The city downtown.
Yeah,
So
he didn't want us to go downtown on Thursday nights, penny pitches down there.
Okay.
And man, you could get for a quarter, you can get 25 pitches. Natty Ice.
Oh God.
Natty Ice was their drink. 25 pitches
Slizzy.
for a quarter.
Okay.
Like it was ridiculous.
So your time at West Virginia, right?
Yeah.
You win the conference. You win a Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was crazy.
New Orleans. It was in New Orleans, right?
It was really crazy because our head coach was our quarterback coach. So everything, seeing people come in and meet with him while we sitting in the room, seeing people come in and, you know, meet with him while we in the room and seeing the backdrop of it, and, you know, and, man, that experience alone was just crazy, you know, because he was like, you know, it's the same environment as you playing rec ball.
Gotcha.
You know, your coach is your dog. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I played quarterback, so it's like I had a relationship with them better than half of the team. I even really know them. It was to the point, you know, I would be in Rich Rod bedroom, you know, sitting down watching film at nighttime. You know what I mean? Going to sleep, you know, in the crib, you know, headed back to campus. Like that's the type of relationship we had. And that experience alone, going through the Sugar Bowl and finding out the backdrop of, you know, we up. I didn't mean to cut it off, but we up. Prime example at halftime. And he go to say, like, man, I just want to tell y'all, it ain't even about the money. It ain't even about the money. We beating Georgia. In the Georgia Dome, the SEC champions now, in the Georgia Dome. There's no way West Virginia supposed to beat them. Because if we beat Tech during the regular season, for real, we supposed to be playing the national championship. So if it's BCS now, that's our BCS game. You feel what I'm saying? That's our game right there. So Georgia, we beating Georgia. So he like, man, I want to tell y'all it's not even about the money. Next thing you know,
he left.
He like, man, it ain't about the money. Man, he win the game. He get $4 or $5 million. Guess what we got?
A nice
We got they gave us a mountain bike in West Virginia. A mountain bike, really? A fucking mountain bike. You can get killed on the side of the road, little thin road. A mountain bike, a MP3 player, a suitcase bag, and what they gave us per diem, $400.
Speaking of that, NCAA, y'all gotta do better, man. The way y'all doing them girls out there, that shit's trash.
$400.
That shit was trash.
And our coach got $5 million. You know he was going after that game.
All right, so your time at West Virginia, right?
Yeah.
It gets cut a little short, and now you're getting ready to transfer. You enter the transfer portal, or you make a phone call to Chris Beatty before this happens, or does he call you? Like, how does this happen? Because we talked with Jeremy.
Jeremy called me. Matter of fact, when we was down in Georgia, in Atlanta, and Jeremy called me. We was at the room. Jeremy had called me. And Jeremy tell me he getting ready to transfer from Tech. And I'm like, man, yo. He like, man, I'm going to Hampton. He like, man, yo, I don't know. He like, man, baby coming. I'm like, man, yo, I don't know, bro. Like, bro, I'm ready to start up here. There's no way I ain't started. I'm 215. I got a squat record up there. I just squatted 615. I just broke the bar. Like I'm on I got the squat record in West Virginia. I'm on the wall for academic All-American. Like I know I'm getting ready to do something. Like I'm like, John, nah, bro. Like I'm gonna fight through spring, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, Mitch, look into it. So I ball spring. I did MVP spring. MVP spring. I was live. I was playing against the Ones. I had like 2 touchdowns, ran one.
Spring game.
Spring game.
So,
3 and ran one actually. You know what I mean? ESPN first team I played against. So then they tell me like yeah, you gonna be I Willie Beeman out there too.
That's your man.
Oh man, let me tell you about this. Oh, I go retarded out there.
Stephen Willie Beeman.
Stop. Chucky Pugh, man. Chuck, I love you. I'ma tell it, Chuck.
Go ahead, bitch.
Bro, so my nigga like, bro, he would take the Addy. He said, bro, I took the Adderall, bro. I swear to God, bro, I just make me focus. He like, man, make me focus, bro. It make you focus. You need to focus.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, hell no, man. Like, man, I didn't play none of that. I didn't even smoke. I didn't do none
We
of
ain't
that,
got
bro.
time for this.
I didn't do none of that, bro. I was a quarterback. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I kick it with everybody. We can parlay, but, bro, I was a quarterback, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm like, nah, bro. So he like, man, he gave it to me. This my dog. You feel what I'm saying? But he had like a drive. He could just go. Like this bitch was an energizer. Like he could just go. Like no stopping him. Like and smoke a cigarette right in front of you. Like real talk. And I took that man and I was mute the whole game because I just wanted to do so good. We was playing on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like and I just was like crazy locked in, bro. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn, real talk, Willie Beeman out there, earlier than everything. Had the best game of my motherfucking life. And it was true. I'm gonna tell you, I had the best game of my life, real talk.
All right, so now we back in the 7 cities.
Willie Beeman out there.
We at
Go
Hampton.
up on the field, like I gave him my all out there. Had the best game of my life. Coach Rod, I go in for my meeting. Coach Rod go to tell me that I know I ball. So my whole thing was with him, you know what I mean? I just want you to tell me that I'm gonna compete for number one.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
Give me
gonna
a chance
compete.
to compete. Yeah.
I don't care who line up. Tom Brady can line up beside me. Okay. I'm gonna hit just like Tom Brady.
Let's get it.
We not gonna miss.
Put him up.
You can't tell me I don't give a fuck who line up, bro. If you do it, I do it. If I do it, you do it. Match me. We're gonna play knockout. That's how we're gonna do. I'm not gonna miss.
Right.
I'm not gonna miss. We line up, we're gonna all look the same. So that's my whole thing. But 175, 215, I figured I'm the more quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have this speed. You can't compete with speed though. Speed kills. I ain't even gonna lie. Speed kills. But you know, I just wanted him to tell me that. He didn't give me that. So I was ready to go. Then he won't let me go.
He won't let you transfer.
He won't let me go. Because at the same time, I went to Hargrave. I played on the number one prep school team in the country. We played college team. We ain't even played nobody else. We played all college teams and beat them. Number two team. Number twos. We played no number one, no first strings. We played all second strings and beat them. Florida State, ECU. We played everybody. Beat them. Who else? Army, Navy. We beat everybody. We played all college teams. The best team I ever played on in my life. So I played with guys that was other places. So I reached out, I had a relationship with them. So I tried to go down to Bama. My roommate, Lionel Mitchell, his dad was at the time Seahawks defense backs coach. And Lionel Mitchell, shout out my nigga, I know he watching. He was down there at Bama. He played corner. You know what I mean? And I was trying to get down there. He was right on trying to let me go. Then my homeboy Curtis Brinkley, he was at Syracuse. You know he wasn't trying to let me go conference. He wasn't trying to see me.
So how'd you eventually get to him?
He tried to tell me, they tried to make me go to Appalachian State. They tried to make me go to Appalachian State. I had one place to go. Tried to make me go to App State because I was gonna go to. It was between Bama. Once I got shot down, Syracuse and Cal. Because I had ended up taking a visit out there at Cal. You know what I mean? When I was at Hargrave, me and Deshaun was out there, and I was gonna end up going out there at Cal, but I didn't end up going. They told me I had to go to App State. And next year, App State ended up playing
Beating Michigan. When they beat Michigan.
Remember, but they did try to make me go to App State.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to go to App State.
All right, so now we at Hampton, right?
Yeah.
And now you get out there, right?
Yeah.
And the magic begins again. With a guy by the name of Jeremy Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that that's your favorite receiver that you ever played with?
It's safe to say that's my favorite receiver.
So German's your favorite receiver.
Cause it's like, all right, prime example, cover three. You playing the Z. You playing slot. You running the out route. You running the 15-yard out route. And like in cover three, it's no point of keep running. There's no point of keep running to
Sit
the
down in the
sideline.
hole. Yeah.
So like once you pass the linebacker, if you was to run it like a curl, but not a curl inside, curl outside, duh, cause you running the out. But just stop. Man, he was the perfect person. He the only one understood that. And like if you could run and see that and just know to just turn around and just sit,
You want to know
man,
what's
you
funny?
could make your whole game a
Hold
lot
on.
better because it's just catch and throw,
You
and now you could just gotta get yards after the catch.
want to know what's
That's it.
funny? He sat in this same seat, and last week he explained that concept and talked about sitting down in them holes because Beatty had talked about one of the wine routes because everybody was on the flood,
Yeah,
and you sit down in the hole, get between the linebackers. Yeah, he talked about that.
yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yep,
Bro.
he definitely talked about that.
Pearl was the genius of that.
All right, so at Hampton, right,
Yeah,
you got the most in a single season with 24-49, right?
yeah,
Most pass attempts, 332, and the most completed, 177,
yeah,
right? So you back on your high horse, all me at, you know what I mean? You back on the radar as a quarterback again, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Going into your last year, only thing I remember reading was Terry Mitchell's ineligible. Then remember, I don't think you remember. Remember, I came out there and I went to a game with you.
Yeah.
It's when my sister was cheerleading there. But I came to a game with you, and you had told me about what had happened and some of the bullshit you was going through.
Yeah.
Could you talk about that? Just give us what happened and why the career got cut short.
All right. I'm gonna give it to you like this. So they was playing manhunt on campus. I'm gonna give you the whole scenario. They playing manhunt on campus. And so they call us out there like, man, they out here, everybody having a good time. So,
Yeah.
HU, it's shit.
And in the harbors,
It's like
yeah,
it's like 11 to 1s, you know. So we go out there. So my punter at the time, he getting into it. I guess he see this girl talking to another dude or something. He jealous. So we wasn't even with them. So he out there. I guess it's like 500-600 people out there. So like he out there. So I guess him and the dude get into it. They get and they get to fighting or whatever. So we go over there. We break it up, and so after we break it up or whatever, everybody go do what they do. And I wake up the next morning, bro, with a whole warrant out for my arrest.
So basically, they hit you with the Allen Iverson, you inside of the riot type of shit.
Then apologize.
So you got kicked. So when this happens, of course, they kick you out of school.
Yeah.
They suspend you indefinitely.
I go turn myself in. So they don't even tell me I'm suspended indefinitely. I'm still in school. I'm still at school. I don't even find out I'm suspended indefinitely until they broadcast it on the news. I was going to practice and everything. My coaches didn't even tell me that. So
What does this do to you mentally, like emotionally, like?
So I'm like, hold on. My people's going like, man, they just put you on the news talking about you suspended indefinitely. So they had a little bulletin and everything on ESPN and whatever. So like, I'm like, what? Like, nah, like I just left practice. Like, what y'all talking about? And sure enough, next day I found out that they kicked me, they suspended me. So the whole time I'm on campus.
Yeah.
So I go to the guy that I supposed to have beat up. You know, like, man, yo, what's going on, bro? They said, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you know, like, bro, hey,
Yeah,
it
I tried to
wasn't
break
me.
it up. Yeah.
Like, you know that, like, dude, what's going on? He like, I never said your name. So I had took him, me and him walked to the dean office, and he tried to take up for me. The guy that they said I assaulted, and the dean said they wasn't trying to hear it until our meeting that was happening the first week of May. At this time, this was August 1st. I mean April 1st.
Damn.
No, round that time, round the incident happened on April 1st, and I never forget April Fool because I thought it was a joke, and it just carried on from there.
Life
But
change.
during the meeting, when I had the meeting with the deans, they apologized to me and my family because my mom ended up going off in there. And I'm talking about the dean, the presidents, we talking about $1 million people. And we ESPN in there, all the news people, like, and my parents, me and my parents. And like, my mom just go off. I can't believe y'all put my son in here and put him all through all this. So like, I'm like, Lord, calm down. Like these, you know what I mean? But she wasn't wrong.
No, not at all.
She wasn't wrong, and I love her to this day.
And I'm sorry it wasn't enough in that situation. Like you lost your career.
But like my mom stamped that. She went off. So they go to tell me they apologize. So she like, what you mean apologize? So they had tell me that I make an A and B. They got a scenario. So this is scenario. This now I'm saying with the big people now, the owners. So they tell me that I make an A and B in summer school, I'll be eligible. Don't worry about that. Right? After just missing a whole month of April. I just missed a whole month of April. Like everything due in April. You know what I mean? I'm going into my junior year, everything due. So they tell me I gotta accept them 16 zeros, but I make an A and B in summer school. I'll be eligible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an athlete. Like I said, I'm on the side of HRT buses and stuff like that. So they tell me they pick my classes for me. I ain't pick my classes. They pick your classes, everything for you. Got your whole itinerary laid out for you for the day. So I take humanities. I take a humanities class and I take a psych class in summer school, and I make 2 A's. And a week before we ready to play in the SWAC NEAC championship against Jackson State, they tell me that I was ineligible because I didn't complete 60% of my major by my junior year. I supposed to took 2 psych classes instead of humanities class. So that's how I ended up being ineligible. That's another story.
All right. Let's have a little fun these last couple minutes. All right. All right. So better wide receiver duo. Mike Mayers and Jeremy Gilchrist, or Percy Harvin and Damon McDaniel. I'm talking strictly high school level.
Of course, I'm going with Mike, man.
You going with Mike and Jeremy?
Mike had 1,000 yards every year in college.
No. See, I'm not talking about college.
Jeremy didn't even do that.
I'm talking about high school. In
Mike
high
Mayers,
school, who was the better duo?
Mike Mayers was the best wide receiver on my team. He's gonna drop the first one, but the second one gonna be electric.
The nigga make you miss in a phone booth.
He's gonna drop the first one. Enrique gonna drop the first one. Ricky and Mike was irreplaceable. He didn't need Dame. Ricky could have won state. Ricky. He could go drop the first one. Nobody on the team had feet like the Ricky Cox.
Yeah.
Nobody. That's my nigga. Nobody.
Nigga Pooh.
Nobody had feet like
Funny stories about Pooh. Boy, Jesus Christ.
Nobody. We didn't need Dame. Dame played JV. Like, come on now. Enrique was the guy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how it went that offseason. I don't know how it went. But Enrique was that dude, man. I know he can get lazy too.
All right, let's go here. All right, let's go here.
Nigga,
All right, look, Mitch, let's go here.
Hey, him and DC was crazy, bro. I don't know what y'all talking. Nobody talking about, bro. They're my guys, bro.
All right, let's move on, right?
Yeah.
So, often the debate has been kind of like the comparison is like you Peyton Manning and Marcus Black is like T. Martin, right? Peyton Manning didn't win it. T. Martin comes back and wins it. So, when we're talking about Lansdowne High School, right? We gotta pick one. Who's the guy? Is it Marcus Black or Terry Mitchell?
If we only can pick one, and both of us came up under. See, nobody know this though. Both of us came up under Coach Rob. Coach Rob was our quarterback.
I remember that.
So like, Coach Rob taught us everything. You know what I mean? We was kids, bro. Like we weren't out. We didn't know nothing. He taught us how to think outside of the deep. Cause he came from.
Yeah, won a state championship with a heritage team.
He came from
Michael Johnson
Blue.
and them Blackstock and them guys.
So he came from downtown. He came from them guys from the gutter. So he brought that. He brought that mentality. He brought that dog.
Best coach I ever been around in my life.
He brought that dog. He brought that dog to the team.
Best coach I ever been around.
He brought that dog to the team, and me and Black came up under him. Like he taught us everything. And Black had more time with him. I was Black was the guy. Black is the guy.
All right, last one. Joe Taylor, Chris Beatty, or Robert Jackson. You gotta pick one.
Joe Taylor.
Chris Beatty or Robert Jackson.
I would go with Joe T.
Why is that?
Because like Joe T had me on ESPN every week. I don't know if it was him. I don't know who it was. But boy, we was up there every week. And like Joe T brought trust back in football.
Gotcha.
When I lost Joe T, I lost trust. And then they crossed. So like it was like Joe T, I know me. And after Joe T was gone, it was on me because Beatty couldn't do nothing. And Joe T could do. So like Beatty only, coaches like that, I salute him, you know what I mean? He's young, he's looking for opportunity, you know what I mean? Looking back now, knowing that as an adult, you know what I mean? And you can't expect people to be there like forever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grow, you gotta learn, and you just gonna take bumps in the road, And because I've been around a lot of guys and a lot of people that played everywhere and in different organizations all throughout the country, and like that's what you learn, that's what you go to learn, and it's tough love, but at the end of the day, you gotta go through that in order to elevate in life. But yeah, I salute all three of them. Real tough.
So, once again, I appreciate the GOAT for coming in and kicking it with me, man. man, your career, man, like it don't get talked about enough. And it's been some guys that come through and play quarterback. I know, like
Yeah, dude.
some EJ Manuels,
Yeah.
a lot of guys.
Yeah, man. But
Terry Mitchell
most of
is
all,
the best
though,
quarterback that I've ever seen
most
play
of
in the high
all,
school
though,
level.
man, I really want to thank like Coach Rob, Coach A, you know, Coach Jack, Coach Black. You know what I mean? Like, boy, we had some days. Thank the boys that we played ball with. Like, whoa,
Like,
boy, we
appreciate
got
it.
some.
Hey,
man,
hold on, before we go.
I
Hold
got
on.
so many.
Hold on, I got one. I got a good one. I got a
stories
good one.
didn't get
Hold
into.
on. Hey, remember the day we when you had to go back home to get something from home? I took you to go home. We took our time. We took the long way. Look, we went to the gas station. We stole gas.
Yeah,
We stole gas.
Hey,
and then we parked.
Stop.
We parked at the fence. Remember that fence in the hole at Lansdowne? We sat there and we smoked and watched them niggas practice.
And watch them niggas practice. Hey. And Coach's new boy was taking me home. Coach's new boy had to run.
My nigga, man, I love you, dog.
I love
Appreciate
you,
it, dog.
man.
Why? Oh, man. Shot clock.
Hey,
And
Coach's
on
new.
some shit you get away at high school.
Only.